Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run with Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Tighten down. There you go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the end.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Set 70, Indy. I got you. Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Now they can't bring him down. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hooker, he's going to go for a big play, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Got it. Switch. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Sit.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there.
1st down, the offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 218, chopper. Be careful.
Off play action. Herbert. He'll get this one to Galladay. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Hey, Wahoo!
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Shoot.
From the gun, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hooker. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returning it is Moore. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
out.
To throw on second down, Herbert. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's going to look. And got his man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Complete to Bryant. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
49ers were their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. First down, here's White. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert going to throw right side here. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line, 15 line.
On first down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 55 yards.
General West. Let's get off the field, D. Switch. Hurry. Shoot.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. To Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Breida. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hooker. Open man is Higgins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw on 3rd down. Hooker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions, 1st down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Hooker. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from White. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Hooker. He's got Burton here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw. Hooker. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. I got one. Hayward. Check Mike 40. Oh, you get back.
On 4th down, Hooker. forced out to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Go! Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Mike 91. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun on third down. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Here we go. 8-3.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
60 Pittsburgh.
Switch gears.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, exit. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with it.
They move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Off the play fake. Herbert sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Lions have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Lions 34, 49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They run again with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
13 yards there and a Niner first. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. To throw on second down. Hooker. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Keep it up, guys.
Ready, ready.
And they take a knee.
Herbert on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line. Today's final score, Lions.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.